This is brilliant. Oh, look at all the people. That's amazing. Let's overtake someone. Oh my freaking god. Oh shit.
That's right, folks. This is still your Flight Sim channel, but today, in the great words of the Monty Python, now for something completely different. We are going to try sim racing, and with the DOF Reality H4 and this new Moza force feedback racing wheel, well, it'd be rude not to. So come on this journey with me for my very first impressions, and I've got to tell you, it's quite an entertaining video, that's for sure. So this is my DOF Reality, which is primarily for flight simulation, but I've always been really intrigued to see what sim racing feels like in a motion rig with proper force feedback controls, especially now the DOF Reality H4 has lateral movement, that is heave. What would it be really like when combining a new force feedback racing wheel? So I did reach out to Moza. They did send me this bundle, which I have to say is fantastic value for money. It includes a racing wheel and pedals. Together, this is your sort of entry point into the more higher end market for force feedback controls. I'm going to give you my first impressions on this as well as we go. You can see here it is the usual Moza build quality, that is exceptional, beautiful materials. Both the wheel and pedals are of a very high grade aluminium construction, and they just feel like they're going to last forever. I don't know how Moza seem to do this, but the unboxing process and when you feel their products for the very first time, it always impresses. Now I think this video will be quite interesting simply because I've never tried sim racing before at this level. The only thing I've messed around with was an Xbox controller playing Forza, but in VR, in a motion rig with a force feedback wheel, it has absolutely converted me into a sim racer, and I can tell you now this is going to eke into my flight sim time. Now thankfully Moza do include a very nice mounting bracket that fits perfectly onto the rig, so that was an easy win there. I meant it took about 30 seconds to install it onto my motion rig. So one more shot here of the wheel and pedals because I do think they look fantastic, especially for the price point here. And this is the point for me personally. I am completely new to this whole sim racing thing, and I think it's going to be quite an entertaining video for you to watch me go on track for the very first time using iRacing, which I believe is a pretty serious hardcore race simulator. So with that in mind, we're going to jump into the rig now in the Pimax Crystal Super QLED 50 ppd version. I'll explain more why in a minute, and let's get into this video because, well, it's going to be one hell of a ride. Right then folks, something a bit different for you on the channel today. So this is my very first impression, first experience even, using a force feedback wheel with a motion rig with heave in the Pimax Crystal Super today. We're in the 50 ppd just because I want a wider field of view. I wanted to try the ultra wide, but the Pimax Play software did not recognize the module, so I've gone for the standard, which I prefer anyway, to be honest. So for the first test, we are at Snetterton, which is a race circuit in Norfolk, famed really that I know of for the Superbike and British Superbike Championships. It is famous as well for its long straight. It's a very fast circuit, but it's also got some very nadry corners. I'm going to be crap at this, okay? There's no two ways about it, okay? I'm not bothered showing how crap I'm going to be because this is a new experience. But what I've decided to do first is just use the force feedback wheel, the R3, with the Sim Racing Studio haptic seat. I'll just show you some shots now what it looks like, because really, I mean, I use this for flight simming, but this is where it should properly shine. When you go over the bumps, over crests, you feel the engine vibration, you should feel all that through these 8 transducers. So because of this, I want to see what it feels like without the motion rig. So it's not going to be enabled for this first couple of laps, because I think even just those things together, it's just going to be overwhelming for me, to be honest. Now, I'm going to be using the flappy paddle gears on this, and yeah, this is going to be a test
just to see if I can even get round in one piece, because I do realise that iRacing, I think, is one of the top dogs when it comes to realism. I think, anyway, I might be wrong. I'm also going to try Truck Simulator as well at some point, maybe a different video. But yeah, if you are watching this, folks, thank you so much, because I appreciate this is a flight sim channel, but I just had to try this today, and I can't wait to bring you along with me. So remember, this first test is just with the force feedback racing wheel, so I can really feel what it's doing, and the Sim Race Studio haptic seat. After that, we'll then enable the H4, and I've got to tell you, I'm a bit nervous about it, because I think it's just going to be an insane experience, really. I just can imagine with the heave and stuff. So, right, here we go then, folks, our first test. And before we get into this, I just want to show you something very cool. iRacing has foveated rendering. Look at this, and eye tracking. So I'm going to use that. At the moment, I'm getting 90 frames per second with these graphical options. Wow, that's a lot of graphics. Now I know what it feels like to someone new to flight sims. You know, with all of this going on. Like, I don't know. I'm probably running really bad settings here, but that's what I'm running right now. And I'm going to use foveated rendering, full native resolution. That's the thing of this headset, which is like 6,000 and something. I am getting about, 85 to 90 frames per second, which is pretty damn impressive. Admittedly, though, I am running my beastly computer for this. So, hang on, let's go back again. Search VR. So, I need to assign a recenter key. Yes, overwrite please. So hopefully that should now work. I hope. Yes, so we've now got a recentering key. That's my steed for today. It's a Volkswagen Beetle. And I know what you're thinking. Why is he not using a Ferrari or BMW or Mercedes? It's because I'm completely new to this, folks. Right, so we're going to start in the pits. Let's just do this, folks. Are you ready? Oh my god, okay. Oh, friggin' hell, this feels bloody real. This is my very first time doing this, folks, so please be nice in the comments. I'm going to just tell you what, I'm going to take things quite slowly here. Remember to change gear, you idiot. Oh wow, when I change gear, I feel the kick. Oh, and the braking forces as well. Oh, that was always going to happen, wasn't it? Oh crap, save it. Because you actually can really damage your car on this. Right, let's try this again. So right now, this is... Let me just turn it down a bit because it's very loud. Even without motion... With VR and this haptic seat and more importantly this racing wheel, I feel the curbs. That's a very tight corner. I'm feeling all the bumps, all the vibrations, and yeah, even when I like brake, I can feel like I'm pushing to one side a little bit as well. But when I change gear, it actually reminds me a little bit of changing gear in my own car, because I do have flappy paddles on my car, and I do sometimes, when I'm feeling in the mood, change it into manual mode, and it reminds me of that actually. Although I do drive better in real life than I am right now. This is fantastic, and actually the extra field of view here of the 50 ppd module, it's looking good. Wow, 90 frames per second here. I'm using the OpenXR toolkit just for the FPS. See, I feel like I'm going too slow into this. Yeah, way too slow. But it's fine. I've got a lot to learn. Oh, feeling the slide there. I tell you, the cars feel very realistic. I don't know if they are or not, but they do feel realistic, unlike my driving. That's a really hard corner, that. But yeah, all the bumps, I can feel them through... That's amazing. I just need to get used to... This is literally the very first time I've ever used a force feedback wheel, and I'm doing it on camera for your entertainment. I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to look like I don't know what I'm doing. That's because I don't know what I'm doing, folks. And it's fine. Because I think these sorts of impressions are really fun to watch. And if you're tempted to try something different, you're fed up of your, you know, Airbus checklists and you just fancy having a blast around a circuit, and you know, you fancy getting to force feedback controls, I've got to say this wheel is friggin' brilliant. I really like it. It's not bad value for money. Now, by the way, in case you're wondering, which you're probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyway, I'm not using the pedals. I'm actually using my Turtle Beach rudder pedals, would you believe it? I couldn't be bothered to change them on the motion rig, and they work fine. But I will say that the Moza pedals, they do feel very nice with the all-metal construction, as does this wheel. Now you're probably thinking, come on Steve, let's get the motion rig. Let's get it going. We will in a minute. I'm just trying to talk, really, whilst having my very first experience. I know I cut the corner. I'm sorry. Doing this. Oh, I love the straight. That feels amazing. Now, another thing I've noticed as well, the Sim Racing Studio haptic seat. I love the braking forces there. That's amazing. Sorry, I'm not really trying to race here. I'm just kind of getting the feel for the car and the track. But yeah, when you go over bumps, the Sim Racing Studio haptic seat is really coming to its own. It's really, you know, ideally made for this. It is good for flight simulation. It has got better over the years. But this is where it really shines. Wow, yeah, I really feel that vibration. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Honestly, this is already blowing me away, but I'm now going to add the big guns now. The DOF Reality H4 with its heave, as well as pitch, roll and yaw. I can't imagine what this is going to feel like. And let's see what that feels like. For when we're doing things like this, for example, skidding, that's going to feel crazy. So I'm going to add the motion rig in and see how we get on. Right then, folks, this is it. So I've now got the H4 alive. It is... Actually, I can feel it beneath me already, kind of vibrating a bit. It's now enabled. I've just basically downloaded a profile from Jeff Weaver for the... Oh, right, okay, I better crack on. So, anyway, let's just see what this feels like. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is brilliant. Alright, this is good. Oh my freaking God. Oh my... Yeah, right. I'm not driving very well now. Sorry, I'm just... Yeah, I knew this would happen. I knew this. I'm just overwhelmed now. Oh my freaking God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, this is fun. I'm not sure if you've noticed or not, but this is friggin' fun. Lots of fun. A bit different from flight sims, I must say. What am I friggin' doing? I'm only in a bloody Volkswagen Beetle. What am I going to be like in a Ferrari or something? Or a Formula 1? Oh, I felt that as well. The heave and everything. I'm forgetting to change gear. This is like my first day bloody driving or something. Oh, I can feel the slip. I can feel the yaw. I'm going to just be nice and slow. Because I'm going too fast. I'm being an idiot. Oh, can you feel that? I'm saying, can you feel that? You're watching a video. I'm sorry, folks. It's so hard to kind of translate how this feels. I'm only using half throttle here in a Beetle. Oh, that feels incredible. That's the thing, right? You know when you play Forza Horizon and stuff, you go straight for the really expensive, you know, really fast cars because things like this are boring, aren't they? You know? But when you've got motion, a track car like this is amazing. You don't need to be driving a Ferrari to really feel a sense of speed and sense of terror. Oh, this is an absolutely unbelievable experience. And now everything is coming together, apart from my driving, that is, with the force feedback racing wheel doing its thing, communicating with communicating with everything else, with the sim. Everything's working in harmony, you know, apart from the driver. Like when I go up there, I can feel going up the crest. And you know another thing as well, which is really nice, friggin' perfect performance. I'm getting amazing performance. I really like that corner. I really like that corner in this. Jeff, tell you what, mate, if you're watching this, you know how to set up a motion rig. This is fantastic. I just need to spend probably a few days, really, using this circuit, this car, getting to know everything. But yeah, over that bump there, oh, that felt actually like I knew what I was doing there. That felt pretty good. And that's the thing, when you do get a series of corners correct. This is absolutely brutal, this corner here. It's so slow. Oh, shit. Yes, I did. I tell you what, though, I haven't crashed yet. I haven't crashed. I should have said that. Look how I'm changing gear. Something else I've observed with this Moza racing steering wheel. The flappy paddle gears are better quality than a recent BMW I test drove. I test drove an M5 the other day at my local BMW dealer. What am I doing? Too busy talking. And the flappy paddle gears feel really cheap. Cheaper than in my car, my 3 Series BMW. The flappy paddles in that feel better than an M5, which is about, God knows, 100 grand or something. But yeah, no, this is amazing. This is definitely going to eke into my flight sim time, guys. Without a question. This is definitely going to be a thing I'm going to get into now. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think this is going to get many views, this video. It just isn't. I know it isn't. It's not a flight sim, you know, focused thing, which is fine. I get that. But please do let me know if there's any of you out there, maybe 1 or 2 of you, that would like to see my journey as a new sim racer, VR sim racer, in a, you know, using the motion rig. See how I get on. I can probably tell you a thing or two about VR settings once I get used to it. But this is just a sensational experience. It's completely converted me. I just understand what it's all about now. Even just doing this. I get it. I get why this is so popular. And this headset's looking amazing, actually. I really do favour a headset like this. I think the QLED modules, either the ultra wide or the 50 ppd, makes a lot of sense. Sorry, my gear changes are absolutely awful. I can hear you now in the comments going, change gear for fuck's sake. Sorry, I've swore. I never swear on the channel, ever. Oh, I feel the slip and everything. This is quite a difficult circuit, but I feel I'm slowly getting better. Absolutely friggin' amazing. I can't wait for Melissa to try this. Yeah, that, folks, I've just set my fastest lap of the session. Oh, when you skid into a corner like that, that's poetry in motion, that is. Feels absolutely friggin' brilliant. I'm just not used to using a steering. I'm used to using an Xbox controller for this sort of thing. I think you've seen enough of this circuit for now. Let's try different weather conditions. Because, well, I've clearly now, you know, mastered the art of sim racing. So let's try a rainy track somewhere else in a different car. Just to see how it feels in the motion rig. But that was exhilarating, folks. Absolutely exhilarating. Right then, folks, we're back. And this time we've changed the weather. So it's a bit cloudy with the chance of rain. We've also changed the car. We're going to be in a BMW M2. And you can see here we are at Alton Park. So again, let's just yeah, Yeah, in fact, I think we're already centered. This, I've got to say, this the graphics look fantastic. Really very, very nice. And I love how we've got foveated rendering going on here as well. Hopefully that won't look too janky. I also like how you see the track. See these bumps here, how they're all modelled. Because I believe these tracks are scanned from the real circuits. So, yeah, pretty damn realistic. So, anyway... Right then, so here we are in the car, and already it feels different from the last one in terms of the vibrations that I'm feeling, both through the haptic seat, but also through the motion rig and the steering wheel. I love that about force feedback. It gives you a sense of the character of the car, or aircraft. So, this is Alton Park. Never been round here at all, so I'm going to take it pretty steady. But I love how these tracks are very faithful to the real circuits in terms of the undulations and everything. They're basically scanned. Oh, wow. Listen to that. The brakes are very squeaky on this. But I don't even care if I don't go around this really quick to start with. It's just a fantastic feeling. And yeah, in terms of the motion rig, to be fair, it's not moving as much as I expected it to. I still feel it though, especially the yaw. The heave, I can definitely feel the bumps. Whoa. But again, it's not as bumpy as I was expecting, but then maybe that's because of the type of track I'm on. Wow, that's a friggin' sharp one, that one. So yeah, what an experience, folks. Absolutely amazing. If you fancy something different, I would, first of all, highly recommend getting a force feedback steering wheel. And this Moza R3, I mean, it's still, you know, a decent price, don't get me wrong, but for force feedback, it's very, very good value for money, and it feels really good to me. Like, I'm sure there's better out there. I'm sure Moza has different levels, you know, of racing wheel, depending on your needs and stuff. Whoa, yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. Oh no! It's a good job I've turned crash damage off. But for those out there that really want an insanely immersive experience in the comfort of your own home, oh wow, I actually felt that then. I felt the hill. This is it. This is absolutely it. But admittedly, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, folks. What I'm doing here, I've got a very expensive VR headset, because, I mean, the Pimax Crystal Super is a very, very nice headset for this, but it's still a fair amount of money in a motion rig with a very expensive computer. I'm running a Stormforce PC, an RTX 5090 with a 9800X 3D processor to give me perfectly smooth performance. I'm getting 90 frames on the button here. I want it to start raining. I would like to see it raining soon. That was gravel on the track there. So, I know this, what I'm doing here, when you put all that together, is a very expensive... I'm going to go that way. I'm going to get told off for it, but... There you go, look. But it's an insane amount of fun. It really is, and I think anyone who's into sim racing, you've got to try VR if you haven't already. Whoa! No, I spun out there. I love how you see all the mud and stuff kicking up as well. Oh god, what am I doing? Friggin' hell, man. Too much throttle. Whew, it's quite an intense experience as well, especially when you spin out like that. You really feel it. Alright, come on. Oh, this is unbelievable. I just wish I could drive better. I wish my driving was better, but that's going to take time. It's just something that I'll have to get used to over many weeks and many months, really. Oh, really, you really feel it kick. Freaking hell, man. Right, so it's now time for another experience in iRacing. I'm going to try an actual race. So I'm going to be last, I know I am. But it'll be interesting to see what the performance is like, Currently getting 90 frames per second still. And I have no idea where this is. I think we're going to be flying in a Mazda. Oh, I see. There's a practice session here. We've got remaining time before the full race. But yeah, that's a good sort of view of the circuit there. So this has surprised me, actually, that even with all these AI cars, I'm still getting a solid 90 frames per second. I love all the particle effects as well. That's interesting. You can see like stones being kicked up and that kind of thing. Yeah, you see that. You see stones being kicked up at the windscreen. That's cool. The details of the cars are absolutely phenomenal as well. But yeah, I will have to do some tweaking with the rig. I think it could be better than this. But that's fine. That's what it's all about. Okay, is this when the carnage starts? Is it like a rolling start? Is that what's going on here? Whoa, not sure. Is that it now? Are we racing? Yes, we're racing, I think. Oh, look at all the people! That's amazing! This feels so friggin' convincing. Absolutely insane. Oh, I don't want to crash. You see, usually people do these sorts of things off camera. You know, when you do this for the first time, you don't really want to admit that you're a bit crap at it, but I don't care. I don't care. This is... Oh, no, I've totally... Oh, my God. Look at that. Yeah, I've totally wrecked. Do you think? I've... Yeah, already... Yeah, that's kind of gone a bit wrong. Not surprised. I definitely need to get a bit better at this. That is for sure. Look at my car. Yeah, that's definitely seen better days. Right, folks, so we're back again, and we're just doing a bit of a warm-up lap here before I probably crash. Can't believe that. Literally, if you crash, that's it. But this kind of level, you know, this sort of hardcore level of sim racing, it probably isn't really, but it certainly feels like it for me, it makes you want to improve, you know? And I can imagine spending an obscene amount of time just trying to get better at this. Come on. Let's overtake someone. Oh my God. It's just one of those things, those experiences that really draw you in, you know? And when I start skidding, it's incredible because the motion rig and the wheel are sort of like working together to provide all that feedback for me. And this is with default settings. I'm pretty confident I could get this to behave far better than this. But let's just stay on track, and if we can overtake someone... Yes! Even better! Have I just overtaken someone? I think I might have done. That's quite a feeling. Try and brake a little late here, but just stay on the track. That corner there is a bit of a... Oh! So yeah, I guess really I'm going to leave it here for this first impressions really, and just showcasing something a bit different on the channel. Is it something you'd like to see a bit more of? Let me know. Maybe I could document my journey as a newbie sim racer, but with all the gear, but with no idea, because that's what this is right now. You know, I've got the VR headset, I've got the computer, I've got the motion rig, everything else. I've got the force feedback racing wheel, but I just need the skill now. Oh, feel that there! Wow! as you go over these bumps, that's when the heave really does its thing. Change gear. This is feeling like I'm improving already in a space of about an hour. But without any shadow of a doubt, this is a very intense experience. Oh, I've messed it up now. I've messed it up. I'm going to crash again. Oh, at least I didn't crash this time. Oh, look at that. You can see the all the stones and stuff on the track. But yeah, anyway, just to recap, we have been using this very nice force feedback racing wheel by Moza. It's actually a bundle deal. You get the pedals and the race wheel, which is all, as I say, force feedback, and it does feel fantastic. It really does. Very, very impressed with the build quality. It's very typical Moza. I really like the software as well, which is very, very easy to use. We've been in iRacing in the Pimax Crystal Super. 50 ppd. It's great to be back in this again. In the DOF Reality H4 using the Sim Race Studio haptic seat. And the whole experience is just absolutely insane. I just need to be good at it now. Which, you know, I will. I'm planning on just basically learning, you know. It's quite an overwhelming experience doing this, but I will get better, he says, all over the place. But I will get better. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. All the links for everything I'm using will be in the description below. Thank you, everybody, for cheering me on here, even though I'm completely last and probably going to be lapped in a minute. But you know what? I don't care. I'm having the best time here. Absolutely amazing time. And if you'd like to see a bit more sim racing content, please do let me know. And I'll see you again very soon. Take care, and bye for now. Absolutely incredible experience. How is this legal? To be able to experience this in the comfort of your own home is just insane to me. It really is. It really, really is. What a time to be alive. I already feel like I'm getting a bit better here as well. Give me a couple of weeks, folks, and I'll be topping those podiums. Oh, I can see the cars ahead. I'm catching them up.